Namanya Sarana Informatika, our beloved university. This is the place for us to study and expand our knowledge for the brighter future. This is also a place for us to hang out and spend our time with friends. And more importantly, this is a place for us to Am I blind or something?
Hi, with Aldi here. Today I want to talk about one of the policy in my campus, which is to ban smoking inside the campus area,
Yeah, we did it. No more smoke.
which is great for a fellow like me that doesn't smoke and weak to cigarette smoke. But as you can see, there's still some dumb that doesn't know, just broke this rule altogether, which is can be real annoying for me and other students. Even until now, I still don't get it. Why do people smoking in the first place? Do they don't know that smoking is bad for their health? And even if they know that smoking is bad, why do they still keep consuming this product? Oh well, that's still mystery for me, even for me. That's why today we're gonna dive into the world of cigarettes and all its shenanigans.
A cigarette. What is a cigarette, you might be asking? Cigarette is a product of finely cut, cured tobacco leaf that wrapped in paper, corn husk, palm leaf, or any other material. Cigarettes have a shape of a narrow cylinder, and the modern tobacco cigarette, the one that's wrapped in paper like this, is usually a milder type than the cigar tobacco.
Now that we have know what a cigarette in general is, let's talk about his history. The history of modern cigarette, the one that's wrapped in paper like this, can be traced way back to early 17th century in Sevilla, Spain. At that time, a cigar is an item that can only be afforded by the rich. So, in order to have this rich people only item, some beggars start to pick up a cigar butts from the street, shred them, and wrap them in paper, and thus improvising the first modern cigarette that we have known and love and hate.
Alright, I forgot to mention that this beggar or poor people that smoke from a improvised cigar is known as cigarillas. Uh, cigarillas?
Cigarrillos.
Thanks Google Translate, which which in Spain means little cigar, and that is where the name cigarette is originated from.
So, what makes a cigarette so dangerous? Apparently, there are approximately 600 ingredients in cigarettes. When burned, cigarettes can create more than 7,000 chemicals. At least 69 of them, nice number by the way, of these chemicals are known to cause cancer and many are toxic. Many of these chemicals are also found in consumer products, but these products have warning labels such as a red poison packaging. While the public is warned about the dangers of the poison in this product, there is no such warning for the toxin in tobacco smoke.
Here are a few chemicals in tobacco smoke and other places that can be found. Nicotine, used as an insecticide. Tar, material for paving road. Acetone, found in nail polishing remover. Acetic acid, an ingredient in hair dye. Ammonia, a common household cleaner. Arsenic, used in rat poison. Benzene, found in rubber cement and gasoline.
The danger of a cigarette is not just in its compound or ingredients that can damage your health or even your future. It can also hurt your money and financial. What I have here is a cigarette with the brand Cello Coffin and Caramel. This thing costs around 12,000 rupiah with the total of 12 pieces worth of cigarettes per box.
Before we proceed with the math, according to this article here, On average, one person can consume up to 12 pieces of cigarette per day. So basically, one box per box, which is crazy. With this data on hand, we can calculate how much money you spend on 1 year just to buy a cigarette with this simple math. The cost of the cigarette times how many days in a year, and we got around 4,380,000 rupiah.
What the? Are you kidding me? You really spent this much money just to suck this damn thing? If I were you, instead of buying this piece of garbage, I would just save the money for other purposes or help myself with a nice meal, a new bag, or a movie theater or something. Now that we have known the dangers of cigarettes, from the beginning up until now, it appears or sounds like I can have a beef with cigarettes and smokers. But in my humble opinions, I personally doesn't mind and never anti with the other people smoking or vaping. We live in free country after all, Indonesia after all. So everyone have a free right to choose what's best for them, and that's right is down to choosing their own poison. As long as they're happy and they keeping that quote and quote poison to themselves, I don't really mind. But well, for my personal experience, that was never be the case. I mean, it's always encounter some some people that doesn't know the rules, nor time nor place to smoke. So they just smoke whatever they like, without a single care in the world.
I did a little research a while ago. From the data collected by the World Bank, as you can see from the screen, Indonesia is placed on the first place, which is this is the ultimate Indo pride, guys. Keep it up. With as many as 71% of the total male population over 15 years old in Indonesia are active smokers. That means out of 10 men in Indonesia, only 3 do not smoke.
As the 28.6% of the men that doesn't smoke, it's always my right to have a clear, healthy, fresh air without a single cigarette smoke in my sight, without me shouting, demanding my right, and without me bringing conflict in public. But why do you guys have to be go around spreading your cigarette smoke? Like, can you just keep that smoke, that poison to yourself? Okay. I know. Just because I'm not smoking is not making me a better person. But the smoker having a bad manner in public is just not a public secret anymore, you know? Your bad manners because at first you don't care if you smoke in front of children or pregnant women, which can be really dangerous for their health, you know? Speaking of dangers, did you know that this smoker can cause a traffic accident? Well, believe it or not, this case is actually quite common, just like some of this headline. This case is actually quite relatable for me because one time I just encountered a motorbike driver some while ago. When I'm right behind him, he just suddenly shake off his cigarette dust, and that dust just so happened hit my face. At that time, it feels like someone just threw a pocket sand right to my face. And what first is followed with the smell of cigarette after that, which is making time worse. Now, if you ask me, isn't there a rule that forbids the smoker from smoking in the public, such in campus or on the road? Yes, there is. But with that mentality is, as long as no one reprimands me, I can just smoke wherever I like. Even if there's someone that reprimand them, they are the ones that get mad. Just some, just like some of this headline. Then again, I personally doesn't mind with you smoking. Smoke all you want, as long as you don't smoke in inappropriate place and doesn't invade my personal space. I really don't mind. We have no problem. I am only anti with the smoker that doesn't know its surrounding. Just imagine this. You have a family, a relative, or just simply a friend, best friend that doesn't smoke. And because of your lack of awareness, they fall sick because of your smoking habit. If you're the one that gets sick, that's obviously your problem, your risk. But if they're the one that gets sick, isn't there? What are you gonna do about it? Isn't that terrorist because they have a relationship with you? Just think about that. Well, that's my opinion regarding this. Peace.
Thank you, Cigarette. Your service will always be remembered. Hi, back again with me, Aldi here. In this part 2 of the video, I'm gonna be a teacher. Well, what topic do I gonna bring for you guys? Today, I'm gonna give you a lesson about simple present tense. Here, the PowerPoint is made by me, obviously. Well, before we begin, let us pray according to our beliefs. Pray begin. Pray finish. Now, back to the topic. Simple present. The most commonly used tense here. We might be using this tense without even realizing. Now, let us see what is the definition of simple present tense. Simple present tense is a form of tense that is used to express events that occur regularly, routinely, or are usually carried out in the present. What is the use of simple present? Well, the first use of simple present is to state an event that commonly occur and cannot be denied or general truth. And the second is to use to show daily habit or activities, aka activities or schedule that you do repeatedly. The third use is to express feelings or emotion, and the fourth use of simple present is to discuss activities or events scheduled in the near future. And lastly, to give a command or instruction to others. Now, the characteristic of simple present tense. First, simple present tense using verb in the basic form or initiative or known as irregular verb. As example, I play soccer every weekend. The word play here is a verb in the base form. So you don't need to mind the verb 1, verb 3. Yeah, just mind the verb 1 here. And second is simple present use auxiliary verb do, namely do or does, for verbal sentence in negative and interrogative form. Example, he doesn't eat meat. Doesn't, or the combination of does not, the auxiliary word in negative form for the subject she. Do you like chocolates? Do is the auxiliary word for the question with the subject you. And lastly, the characteristic of simple present tense is there's usually a verb of time such as always, usually, often, rarely, never, every day, week, every day, or week, or month, or years. As examples, I always drink coffee in the morning. Now, when to use the simple present? Present tense is used when someone wants to express an event or general fact that is happening right now. In a second, apart from that, the simple present tense is also used in the conditional sentence type 0 or general truth and conditional sentence type 1 sentence pattern followed by the simple future tense. Now,
let us see what is the formula for present tense. Now, what is the formula for verbal simple present tense? In the positive form, the formula is subject plus verb 1 plus object, or subject plus verb 1 with combination of s or es plus object. Now, you might be asking, why I separate it into two categories? The reason is because the subject. If the subject is I, they, you, we, or plural, the verb is, we use the verb in the base form, so you don't need to. And if the subject is he, she, it, or singular, the verb need to be added with s or es. Like example here, I, the subject I, we use verb 1 as a write, so without s. I write a diary every day. My friends, the second, my friend watch a new movie every day. The word friends here is multiple because there's an s here. So the friend is plural. And then she goes to school every day. He, because it's singular, we add es in the verb here. And lastly, he bring a new bags. Now, in the negative form, the formula is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Now, in the negative form, we don't actually need to mind the vs here because the word es is used here in the to be. That's and the use of do or does, you need to mind the subject. Also need to mind the subject. Do is used for I, they, you, or we, or plural, and does is used for he, she, it, or singular. As example here, I don't write a diary every day. I, the subject, is plural, so we use don't here. And second, my friends don't watch a new movie every day. Friends is stating a multiple person, we use don't. And third, she doesn't go to school every day. She, the subject, is singular, so we use doesn't. And lastly, she doesn't bring a new bag. Now, in the interrogative form, the formula is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object plus question mark. Just like in the negative form, the use of do or does is we need to mind the subject. Do used for I, they, you, or plural, and for does we use it if the subject is he, she, or singular. Example here, do I write a diary every day? Second, do my friend watch a new movie every day, every Sundays? Does she go to school every day? And lastly, does she bring new bags? And in the last for verbal simple presents, interrogative form with WH question. The formula here is WH question, do or does plus verb 1 plus object plus question mark. You might be asking, what is the WH means here? It's mean for 5 W we, and one H, like the picture here. So it's just like in the normal interrogative form, we just need to add the 5W, we, W, V, and one H on the beginning of the question. Example, how do I write a diary every day? When do my friend watch a new movie every Sunday? Where does she go to school every day? Why does she bring a new bag? Now, let us, we're here in the nominal simple present tense. In the positive form, the formula is subject plus to be plus ana, or a, n, and a. The word ana here is referred to adjective, noun, and adverb. So we need to now for the to be here, know that we need to mind the uses to be here because of the subject here. If the subject is I, we use am as the to be. And if the subject is they, you, or plural, we use are. And if the subject is he, she, or it, or singular, we use is. For example here, I, the subject, because the description here, we use am as the to be. So, I am beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective. And second, my friends are here. Friends is that once again is stating a multiple person because of there's an s here. And because the subject is plural, we use are as the to be. And third, she is my teacher. He is singular, we use s as to be. Teacher is a noun word. And Rico. And third, lastly, Rico is my son. Rico is name of person is singular. In the negative form, the formula is subject to be plus not plus ana. For example here, I. The subject I, we use am as to be, we, and then we, not beautiful. Then my friends are not here. The subject is plural, so we use are plus not. And third, he is not my teacher. And fourth, Rico isn't my son. That the word isn't his, actually we can simplify it. In the interrogative form, the subject is to be plus subject plus ana plus question mark. The example here, alright. Am I beautiful? Yep, the to be is on the beginning now because this is question tense. And second example, are my friends beautiful? The to be is are for friends plural. Is she my teacher? And lastly, is Rico my son? That's deep. Now, lastly, interrogative form with WV plus H question. WV plus H question for the formula is WH question plus to be plus subject plus ana plus question mark. For example, how am I beautiful? That's Why are my friends here? And third, who is my teacher? Who is she my teacher? And lastly, where is Rico, my son? Yeah. We are now at the end of the lesson. We have a conversation using simple present tense as a sample here. Let me read it for you. The conversation is between Jane and Rini. Hi Rini, you come so early today. Yeah, I want to get some help from teacher, Mrs. Nina. Oh, okay. Do you need help with your homework? No, I just need to ask her about the test next week. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Do you think Mrs. Nina will be in her office now? Yeah, she should be. Oh, I forgot to ask you. Do you know where's Mrs. Nina's new office? Yeah, I know. It's on the second floor. Room number 204. Okay, thank you so much, James. You're welcome. Yep, that's the end of the lesson for today. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll be seeing you again next time.